What's up guys? Readiness Reviews here with you again. We're going to be doing another Milsurp unboxing today. If you like these unboxings of cool military surplus firearms, hit that thumbs up because that helps the channel out. This box came from Royal Tiger Imports. I know. Royal Tiger Imports has questionable offerings. The stuff I've got from them so far has been hit and miss. A couple things were extremely nice, like my M1 carbine, and a couple things were extremely not so nice, like my M95 Mannlicher straight pull rifle and my M91 Carcano long rifle. They still have some things on their site that are really hard to get anywhere else in the market unless you want to pay substantially more money. And that's where this rifle that we're opening today comes in at. I'll be opening that with a bayonet. Let me know what this bayonet is down in the comments. There's the blade. And the manufacturer as a little hint. One thing I will say about Royal Tiger Imports is they have upped their packing game recently. The first few rifles I ordered from them last year were not packed nice at all. They're really doing a much better job of what they're putting the rifles in. And so they have a cardboard insert, and then inside of that is the rifle, which is wrapped in a very decent amount of bubble wrap. So there we are. This is the Italian Fucile Modello 1938 Carcano. These are sometimes incorrectly referred to as a 9138 or a Fucile Corto, which Corto means short in Italian. Fucile means rifle, so short rifle. It is a short rifle, but that was never the actual military designation for this rifle. It's just Fucile Modello 1938. Right off the bat, we're missing a couple pieces on this. So we know that we, at some point, have had a sling attachment here. And we can see where it's kind of wallowed out, where it has been broken off, and where it was drilled for a sling before. But I think that's going to be something that the Ethiopians did. They probably had their own sling type attachment on this. That's probably what explains these two holes up front as well. And that was removed either upon importation or at some point in the past, because it does still have its original side-mounted sling bar here. So that's a little bit curious. The stock itself seems to have been modified at some point because the butt pad is very proud of the wood in a way that it really shouldn't be. So this wood is very worn down. It has some graffiti on it there that appears to be in some kind of paint or permanent marker. And there's a very interesting little spindle on here. This thing moves. It's like a nail with some kind of little gear. And it looks like something else used to be around this. I'm not quite sure what that is, but that's quite interesting at least. Up here on the front end of the rifle, we're also missing any other sling attaching equipment. There should be a loop here that we don't have. Most of the bluing is worn off, like most of the rifles you'll see from RTI. There is a little bit still here on the magazine. The wood has some blemishes, little dings and dents and stuff. These holes bored through it. And the missing wood back here on the back is the worst part. And we have a couple cracks coming through the wrist area, but those don't look too bad. Now the one on the top here looks quite a bit worse, and that would probably open up with substantial shooting. But shooting a lot of this rifle is not something that is very cost effective to do. Let's see where this one was manufactured at. It looks like it is an RE Tyranny rifle. This one was made in 1938, which is the first year of manufacture of this rifle. The caliber on this is .735. The bolt's a little stiff, but that's to be expected on Carcanos in my experience. But everything seems to be functioning properly. I just checked the bore on this rifle, and I will be inserting footage of that right now. Very unfortunately, it is horrendous. There is almost no rifling left. It is almost smooth bore. It doesn't really seem to be dark. It's sort of shiny, but there is nothing there at all. So I would expect this rifle to be a very poor shooter. The only way that it would possibly obtain any kind of accuracy is using a very oversized projectile. So we have our .735 round here, and it absolutely eats the round. It actually goes down over the rim of the case there, which is definitely not supposed to happen. I'm very disappointed with that. That's the worst bore I've had from RTI so far. I thought the one on my M91 Fucile was bad, but no, this is a whole different level of bad. I am very lenient with what I accept for Milsurps, especially coming from a place like RTI, who's importing their rifles from Africa. I know they've seen hard use. I expect them to have dents and dings and cracks and the finish to be worn. But a rifle that is $300, like this one was, should not have a bore in that condition. They sold a batch of these rifles very recently as C-grade rifles for just $150. If I was grading this rifle, with it being in that kind of shape, I would say it's a C-grade rifle, and they very well may have sent me a C-grade rifle instead of whatever their standard grade M38 is. So RTI will be getting a call from me, and I'm going to discuss this with them. The last time I had an issue with a rifle, they did give me store credit for another purchase, but I'm very curious to see what they have to say about this one. We'll take a look right quick at the import stamps. It's up here on the barrel. IO ink. They have it as the M91 Carcano in 735 and Italy. I was really quite happy when I saw that this is the first style of handguard and nose cap. The whole thing is kind of sold for me now that I know what kind of shape the bore is in. One thing I want from my rifles in collecting is for them to, at the very least, be shooters. And so bore condition is very important to me, more so than outside cosmetic condition. That kind of stuff I can live with. But when it's going to affect the rifle and its ability to function as such, then I start having issues. Alright, so here we are with my M38 Carcano from RTI. We left off on this video with me being pretty angry about the condition that this particular rifle came in, particularly the condition of the bore, which is complete trash. Now, I speculated that they may have possibly sent me a C-grade rifle instead of the standard grade rifle, which I paid for. So I turned the camera off, and I got in touch with RTI. They wanted me to send over pictures of the rifle to them so they could determine whether or not, what I was saying was true. And so I took pictures of everything, emailed it to them, never heard anything back from them, called them back, went to voicemail, never heard anything back from them. This went on for several months. I bought this rifle in April, and it is currently the first week of September. About a month ago or so, I made a comment on one of RTI's videos on YouTube saying that I wish they would resolve my customer service issue because until it was resolved, I wasn't comfortable purchasing any more rifles from them. Just a couple days ago, they finally got in contact with me. Apparently, Uli, who is the owner of World Tiger Imports, who you'll see on their YouTube channel, saw that comment and got customer service to contact me. And I finally spoke with them, and they agreed with my assessment that I was sent the incorrect rifle. And so they decided to give me store credit for the difference. So this rifle I paid $300 for. At the time, the C-grade rifles on their website were $150. So Royal Tiger Imports has agreed to give me a $150 store credit. For me personally, that is complete resolution. I'm happy with that outcome. Even though it took a while to get that customer service issue resolved, they did resolve it, and I appreciate that. I don't want to understate how happy I am that I received the original pattern M38 Carcano with the original handguard, because these are quite rare to run across, but it was simply not okay at all with the overall condition of the rifle, and especially the condition of the bore. Because the bore on this rifle is so terrible, I actually have obtained a replacement barrel. Now this barrel is SA stamped from where it was Finnish Army property, but the bore on this particular barrel is in excellent condition. At some point, I do want to put this barrel in this rifle so I'll be able to get out to the range and shoot it. But that will be for a future project, so if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button to catch all of my future videos on Milsurp rifles. So at this point, can I recommend an M38 from Royal Tiger Imports? Truth is, I don't know. If I was sent a C-grade rifle, and their standard grade rifles that are like double the price are in significantly better condition, yes, I would recommend it for what RTI is charging for M38s, but If you're going to spend $300 to $350 and get a rifle that's in the shape this one is in, that would be an absolute no. I cannot recommend that. I'm still quite happy to finally have an M38 in my collection, but since I got the old school original handguard M38, I still need to get the later version M38 with the cut down handguard and exposed barrel. So I guess I'm still on the hunt for another rifle. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate each and every viewer out there. The people that take the time to watch my videos are the reason that the channel exists. So if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That helps the channel out with the Google algorithm getting the video out to more viewers to see it. If you notice something about this rifle that I did not talk about, please let me know down in the comments. What are your customer service experiences with Royal Tiger imports so far? I'd love to hear them. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future Milsurp content. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you then. Peace.